I had a scheduled fun college football thing to get to here, but since we went 6 to 10, I don't know about you. I feel like everything's starting to drop in our time.
The universe is spinning in our favor right now.
Come to us.
Yeah,
They used to hold everything until 9:05, and now they're like, well, since they're on till 10, we might as well get the breaking news out of the way at all times.
Our planet grew in size, and our gravitational pull is just a little stronger.
Come on the kick drum. Yeah. Come. We got breaking news. CW has extended their partnership with the Pac-12 going until 2030. This one from Brett McMurphy. And
that has to be a drop. Sprague saying come on the kick drum, and Swag's creepy. Yeah, that has to be a drop.
We're getting ready for our late night. We're on FM now. We might as well go Quiet Storm overnight.
That was fantastic. What do you listen to at 6 a.m.? One guy saying come, and the other guy saying yeah. No, we
have actual breaking news to get to.
The CW has announced, via McMurphy, and I think they're going to put this out themselves, they have extended the media rights partnership to 2030. This is not surprising.
No. We have a Pac-12 TV deal? Is that what you're telling me? Kind of. Part of it.
I think it's going to be one of three
What
partners.
percentage of the Pac-12 TV deal do we know? 66% of it now? Because there's going to be more partners announced at some point.
33.
I think we're probably 50%.
Oh, so you think there's that many more partners to come? Because we got CBS was already announced.
I think
Paramount.
ESPN's going to be part.
Yeah.
FS1 could dabble in this for some late night action.
So who's the next one? Because if there's two already and then two more, you'd be at 50%. You think there's an Apple TV in there somewhere?
Well, we'll see.
Could there be a TNT in there somewhere?
I don't know, because I'm sure there'll be an ESPN Plus component for the Olympic sports.
ESPN's going to put their toe in this water. They want 7 p.m.
and
night
they
games.
want Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah. So we know the CW.
Yes, we do.
And CBS Paramount.
And CBS Paramount, CBS Sports Network.
So I think ESPN jumps in, and that might be it.
Oh, okay. So only one more to go. I would be surprised if Fox or FS1 got involved too.
I mean, if you're them, you'd be smart to just open it up and get 4 partners if you could.
You're not getting a huge amount of money from Fox or ESPN at this point.
Probably not.
But if you're giving them a small percentage of games, a couple football games, maybe to Swag's point, it's more of an ESPN Plus deal where it's a lot of your baseball games and some of the other stuff that will air throughout the course of the year that you can throw on the app, on the streaming app. That makes sense for both sides.
Well, the CW, as we talked about last year, is low rate as it can feel at times. The good thing about the CW is it's everywhere, and it's an airport channel, and so your games will at least be very accessible for almost anybody in any part of the country. The details on this are the Pac-12 and the CW network extending to 2030, and the CW will televise 13 Pac-12 regular season football games, and then when the hoop season starts, they'll have men's and women's basketball games on.
It was perfect.
As well. So we'll still have to wait to see what the other details are with the media rights deal. Remember, about 2 to maybe 3 months ago, we had it like San Diego State's AD is like, it's done. You got to come out soon. And it's still trickling out very slowly. I'm still thinking of... Damn, dude.
Yeah.
He was so unforgettable as a commissioner. George Kliavkoff.
Yes.
Yes.
George Kliavkoff.
An all-time bad commissioner.
Yeah, that didn't end up very well. We interviewed him in Vegas. I remember everybody was very excited. This is going to go great. And then that didn't go great.
The biggest sign ever. The media day, they had no announcement. And I went, oh, my God. Yeah. They're spinning this like this isn't a big deal.
This is exactly where we want to be. It's better to hold out longer for a TV deal that we've been promising for the last 3 months. Don't you worry. It's on the horizon.
Oh, God.
This is a good move, though. Like it always.
Well, this was gonna happen.
The partnership made sense. The CW is getting more into sports. They have been the last handful of years. We can joke about it not being a traditional network in the sense of a Fox or an ESPN or a CBS or ABC, NBC, whatever.
Yep.
The numbers, the proof was in the pudding last year. Like, people watched the games. Their games were decently rated. And at times, the CW games would outrank, Big 12 football games on ESPN, too, because the reach is greater. If you're watching on cable, The CW is literally right there in your guide next to ABC and CBS. And so if you're scrolling to a game, you're going to see the game that's on the CW. The same thing exists for YouTube TV. Every time I scroll, and I'm like, yep, there's the CW. So you got prime real estate in terms of the channel that you're on. You got national reach. And it's a network that is eager to get into sports. And this is a foray for them that makes sense. And so they already had the partnership. Now you've extended it. There's a deal there for basketball. This is a nice move for the Pac-12 to make sure their distribution is as great as it possibly could be. The biggest fear is falling to the background and people not paying attention to your conference, and that's going to happen by just the nature of maybe not having that many household program names, but at least you're going to have good reach on the channel that most of your games are on.
Well, certainly financially, you're always going to be behind the 8 ball with those other schools, but like what I would say, I wouldn't just add the Big 12, I would actually throw the Big 10 in there. They outrated multiple Big 10 teams that were on ESPN2, that were on FS1. The Big 10 network gets almost nothing unless you're unless Oregon's playing on it, you're not watching the Big 10 network. It's always the crappiest of games.
Yeah, you're watching your team play or your rival or a team you're interested in, but a general run-of-the-mill like Indiana Northwestern game on the Big 10 network, you're not watching that.
Right? So, yeah, you're never going to catch up financially, and that's always going to keep you where you're at as a group of 5. But it's never a bad thing to at least have the exposure, at least have people just see your footprint in the sport itself. And so the CW is announcing today that they've extended their partnership with the Pac-12 till 2030, excuse me. And so now we wait for ESPN to probably make some kind of an announcement at some point, or the conference to make an announcement, as next year they will start the new Pac-12.
Well, I think the other thing, by the way, somebody texted in, great point. Speaking of brand changes, the WB to the CW.
Great brand change.
Was that a great brand change?
Well, I think you had to get away from the racist frog.
Yeah, probably the racist frog, not a great idea.
Did I like him as a cartoon?
The WB. I mean, that guy would hit pretty hard coming into a Pac-12 football game. I'm not going to lie. Like right before Oregon State kicks off and you get the frog dancing on your TV.
You might be right.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. So maybe we should go storm the Capitol of the CW.
If they changed his voice
for
for obvious reasons, I'd still be like...
The old frog voice.
He used to have a great voice.
Make the frog great again. Am
the
I right?
WB. But be like, nah, it ain't hitting the same.
The other part of this for me that I would care about as a fan is that if you, like the CBS stuff makes sense. I think some of that will be on Paramount Plus. The CBS Sports Network will air some games, right? If the next component would have been an ESPN or a Fox agreement, which might still happen, the biggest fear that I would have would be what real estate are we holding on that network?
It's the late kicks.
And it's only the late kicks, right?
It's going to be the late kicks.
And so that's where I still think that deal will come, and I still think ESPN and Fox will want some of those 7:30 night games because it's a bit of a hole for them. I remember talking about this at times last college football season, how many times we would sit around at 7:30, 8 o'clock and be like, wait.
It was weird.
There's not even a game. There's nobody.
There was no options.
What? Like there's not even anything on, let alone just can't find the channel. But the part of this that I like is that I would imagine the CW, and they did last year mostly. I want to say a lot of their games were primetime, 4, 5 o'clock, 12:30 games. Like they allow you the prime real estate in terms of kick time that the fans want. And at some point you have to allow a win for the fans that are going. If you're saying you got 6 or 7 home games a year and 4 of them are kicking at 7:30, that's not a desirable draw for a lot of fans. 1 or 2 every fan base is going to have. And so that would be the hope as a fan for me here is that the CW deal will grant us some prime real estate in terms of 12:30 kicks, 4 o'clock kicks. You don't care if you're going head-to-head against other big games because you feel like you're going to have a reach either way.
I don't disagree with you, but they've ditched what the fans care about in person anyway. That's gone. Talk about things that you can protest that you'll never get back.
Sure.
That the late kick
TV networks almost always win. And everybody's going to play 1 or 2 of them
Oregon State's home opener is this
7:30.
weekend. It is a 7:30 kick on ESPN.
Yeah.
So, like, it sucks for the fans that go. Those are the really big diehards. But you're going to have more than a couple because even your road games, like Oregon State going to Washington State, could be a 7:30 kick this season. So it may not always impact you going to the game, but it's there forever. It's never, you can't put that genie back.
No doubt about it. You're always going to be playing night games.
And you're always going to take ESPN exposure.
If you can get it, sure, because it's great. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I would have worried that a lot of their revenue or a lot of their kick times would have been 7:30 games. Some of them will be, but at least I'm thinking that this gives you the avenue to maybe go halvesies on your home games, which is fine.